Yeah, Needlebender, Southern France, 917, 14, Needlebender, 917. Let's QSY to a channel. You pick a channel, maybe down somewhere lower. How about 520?
We can try. We can try 520, 520. We can try 520. Yeah, about 781, I think I heard. I think on the northwest part of the United States of America, this is 14 November Bravo 917. 14 November 917. The first name here is Lawrence, and the location is in southern France. Over.
All right there, Lawrence, Southern France, 14, Needlebender, 917, Southern France. You got Joe on this side, Juliet Oscar Echo, and the number is 9 Alpha Tango 791, and the QTH is on the Southern Gulf Islands in the North Pacific off the far southwest coast of British Columbia, QSL.
Yeah, Roger, Joe. I think I spoke with you before, I think so. Okay, so, yeah, thank you for coming back to me when I asked you in the beginning. I didn't believe you was on the northwest part of the USA, but it's not the case, Joe, and I think, maybe I spoke with you before, I think so, but a few months before. The first name here is Lawrence, Joe, like Lima, Alpha, Uniform, Romeo, Echo, November, Tango, and I'm not very far away, ready to run the NC, and you can speak with British Columbia. It's been a while, Joe, over.
Yeah, sounding good, Lauren. Very nice signal coming out of the Mediterranean area of France. 5 and 9 and into the red there. Very good audio, too. I'm not too sure what you're running, but yeah, we have spoken before. You do sound familiar, and I'm sure I have you in the log. And my island here, like I say, is located off the extreme southwest coast of British Columbia, roughly about 90 miles or so north as the crow flies of Seattle, from Seattle, Washington, QSL.
Yeah, Roger. I remember your location, Joe, and the last time we spoke was maybe 3 or 4 months before, I think so. And it was very quiet during many months between your location and mine, and so this evening on my side, I'm surprised to hear you so well. You know, that's cool. I think maybe it's because the day are longer, and the propagation must be better, I think so. Hope that everything is okay, Joe, on your side. I think it must be cool. It must be cold this morning. I think it must be the morning time on your side, Joe. Over.
Yeah, you guys are about 9 hours ahead of us. It sits around 9 degrees Celsius here, Lauren. About 9, typical winter day, 9 degrees Celsius here, and just cloudy sky, typical winter weather out here on the Gulf Islands, QSL.
Yeah, not too bad. 9 degrees C, plus 9 degrees C. It's not too bad. It's not especially cold, you know. Okay, so today in southern France, I think it was picking up to 16 degrees C, plus 16 degrees C. Cloudy day, it's cloudy, and the winter was not very cold either. And we didn't have any snow during all the winter. We have a lot of snow in the ski station, you know, we have some ski station not very far away, my location, about 200 kilometers from the coast, we have some ski station, you know, and a lot of snow on the ski station, no snow on the coast here, and maybe it was going down to -1, -2 degrees on the coast during the winter, but most of the time the winter was not very cold here in southern France, Joe, over.
Yeah, Lauren, you're in a beautiful part of the country there. Yeah, very nice area in the southern part of France there. We had a cold snap come through here about just over 2 weeks ago. So I guess it would have been more early February. We had Alaska to the north of us open her doors up and let a little bit of her cold air out. And the jet stream pulled her right down over our islands here. So we had some snow on the ground. And the coldest temperature we got down to one morning, early morning, was -3.9. -3.9 degrees Celsius. So that would be it about for us here. Hopefully winter is done. Well, usually our winters are very wet out here on these Pacific Islands. So it was -3.9, and we did have some snow, but it's all gone now, QSL.
Yeah, Roger. So that's cool. Okay, yeah, no problem. And how is the propagation for you today? I'm surprised to hear you so strong. I didn't give you your report beautiful, but you up and down, but you're between 5, 7, 8 sometimes. Good radio fine, so no problem. I'm surprised to hear you so well. Can you tell me if you had a lot of DX with Europe this last day, Joe, over?
Oh yeah, the propagation is crazy. I came into the radio room and it's like one after another. I think I've worked about 6 countries already. I just, before you, I worked a station in Poland. Your station now is coming in 20 over 9. 20 over 9, very, very loud. But a lot of Europe coming in right now. Very, very strong signals. And usually by noon, it's all gone there, QSL.
Okay, Roger. So yeah, very, very good. I remember a few months ago, I had some very good protection between your station and mine. Maybe having one month, if I remember well, and that day it was very, very quiet, and now the propagation is back up full. And you know, just 2 weeks ago, I spoke with 3 Division. I was very surprised and very happy to speak with Chris. You know, 33 Charlie Whiskey 063, maybe another guy. You know, the propagation is good between Alaska and your location. But I spoke with him just 2 weeks ago, Roger.
Oh, that's a good one for you. Right on. Yeah, we know Chris for sure. We've talked to him many times, and we do talk to Alaska a fair bit. Usually in the evening, usually later on in the late afternoon, early evening. That's when we hear Alaska here. So we point the beams pretty much due north by slightly northwest, and we'll get Alaska, and they come in very, very strong. Alaska. Right now, I've got my beam pointed up over the North Pole, and it's pulling you in really well, man. You're sounding great. What were you running again? What was your antenna?
Yeah, I think the same, Joe. I am on the front side with a 411 jacket beam on the roof of a 2-story building. The antenna is not very high under the roof of the building. You know, it's a terrace roof, it's a flat roof. The antenna is only about 3 meters from the roof of the building. It's a short 4-story building. It is helping for the DX, the elevation. The radio is my Kenwood DS590. I'm using a dynamic studio microphone, and I'm pushing around 200, 300 watts. It's the same equipment here, Joe, over.
Oh, yeah, it's working good for you. That 4-element Yagi and your radio and the power you got through just perfect. Very nice audio, good clean signal. I'm running just about 200 whiskeys here and 3-element Yagi, Stereo flat side Yagi, up about 26 foot, so just over 8 meters to the boom. And the RCI 2980 WX radio with a old school D104 lollipop microphone, QSL.
Also, you know, and the antenna is on the roof of the building since 12 years now, I believe. And I did lost a lot of elements by the wind, you know. This antenna are working very, very well, but the aluminum is very, very light, you know. So that's why I put on every element of my beam some little tube of aluminum, some short tube of aluminum on every base of every element of my beam, you know. And now the antenna is stronger to the wind because the aluminum is very light on the stereo antenna, Joe.
That's a very smart idea to do there if you get the wind. Well, I tell you what, you fixed it up perfectly because, Lauren, it's working really good. I like these stereo beams myself. I talk to a lot of people using stereo beam antennas, and they get out really well. They're not super expensive. They're really easy to match and easy to put together. So I'm very happy with this little 3-element Yagi beam. And I do talk to a lot of people running the 4 elements as well. So we're fortunate here, Lauren. We don't get a lot of wind. It's very, very sheltered here where I am. So wind is really never a problem. But yeah, if you got wind, it's good that you beefed up your antenna there. So it's good to go for many more years there, QSL.
Yeah. Before to have my 411 show, I had the 311. And so I took the elements of my
Thank you so much, Lauren. Been a pleasure talking with you again, my friend. And like I say, you're always sounding good. Q5 signal out here to these Pacific Coast Islands off of Canada. And happy DXing. Have a great evening. Cheers and 73s to you and your family in southern France. 14 Needlebender 917. 9 Alpha Tango 791. Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Merci beaucoup.
Ok, merci beaucoup, Jojo. You take care.
Thank you.